Hello guys, and welcome back to the series. Welcome back to our epic quest across Europe to win the top flight nation in each of the European nations in the game. I'm your host Dean, and we're in the final three nations. As you may know from the last couple of episodes, we are in Italy, which is number 31 of 33 on our quest. We are the manager of AC Milan, the best team in the country in our save file. We're in 2091, which is how far in the future we are, 69 years into the future, and we're here 2 quarters of the way through the season roughly, to obviously have a recap over what we've done and where we're at. So we'll start there. We're just about reaching the end of the transfer window. We've not made any signings, we've not let anybody go. A couple of loans gone out again, fringe players, youth players. You can see that we have won the Coca-Cola Super Cup as well, beating Inter in the final, which we'll go over in a minute. The last time you were here, we did take on Hellas Verona and Cagliari. No, I beg your pardon, it was Cagliari and Udinese. We beat Udinese 6-0, of course. We did follow that up with a 2-1 win away to Atalanta, which was very, very good. Omar Jaita and Boris Wamba-Fozzo from the penalty spot got us the win there. Good performance from Milan. We then took on our former side, Dortmund, in the Champions League, and it was a fairly even game. We didn't really offer much going forward. For whatever reason, we've struggled in the Champions League, and I just can't seem to buy a win at the minute, because after Dortmund it was Bayern Munich and we did lose 1-0. We've then drawn with Celtic as well, which is a game that we really should have been winning. I cannot buy a win in the Champions League for whatever reason. League-wise though, it was our first ever defeat as the manager of Milan, and it was a 1-0 defeat away in the capital Rome to Lazio, and it was Matteo Zanoni, who I believe is our former player. I think it's one of the players who we... no, I'm wrong, I beg your pardon. But we did lose, and it was our first loss. De Rosario picked up an injury, had a 6.1 as well in this game, and that let Inter back in. But fortunately for us, at the same time that we lost to Lazio, Inter drew, so they only gained 1 point on us, which was of course, well received. It was disappointing to lose that game as well. We did bounce back straight away against Venezia though with a 4-0 win. It was Matteo Grimaldi, Jordi de Groot with 2, and Lawrence Caruso back in the other one. We were back to form this one. We really did dominate Venezia. And followed that up against Juve, a 2-0 win at home against Juve, which was a really good result. Robert Oles got both of the goals. We, again, were very, very good in the game and fully deserved the win. We then had that loss at home to Bayern, which was disappointing. It was Regina next in Serie A, away from home. Regina did score 2, but Vintilescu and Simon Roger and Putu, with his second hat-trick of the season there, guaranteed the win for us. Next up were Frosinone, I think it's pronounced, and Puto got 2 again. Vintilescu again on the score sheet. Tisserand and Rui do Rosario. You can see from this XG chart over here just how dominant we were against Frosinone. It was a very, very good performance. Backed that up with a 2-1 win over Fiorentina. We left it late though. We did take the lead through Cardinali in the 20th minute. They did equalise in the 81st minute through Jean-Michael Ferrere. And it took a Robert Oles 89th minute winner for us to get that one over the line. It was a very, very even game. In fact, Fiorentina probably edged most of the game, and it was that right at the end, that Oles goal, that got our XG back up there. We did pick up the player of the match for Omar Jaita though, who also picked up an injury in that game, unfortunately. But we did pick up the win, which was important. We then beat Inter 3-2 in the Coca-Cola Super Cup final. We did go behind twice and had to come behind and win the game. Inter also missed a penalty. It was Mara who actually saved it in that 81st minute. A very even game against Inter, but we did win that one. It was Oles with a hat-trick in that one. But unfortunately we lost to Sassuolo. Ruben Felipe was sent off in the 12th minute. Pisoni gave Sassuolo the lead in the 22nd, and Puto equalised from the spot in the 43rd, but then we conceded a 53rd minute goal to Campagnaro. It was quite an even game. The sending off was, it wasn't good after 12 minutes. We played most of the game without a left back, and we were made to pay by Sassuolo. And that's actually let Inter back in. They are currently top of the table by just a single point. We do have far superior goal difference over them though. So this game that we do have against Inter in the league, it says away, but obviously we play at the same stadium. It is probably going to be the title decider unless Inter do drop some points along the way. We do have a double header today though, first of which is against Spal And then we go away to Napoli at the Diego Maradona Arena, where hopefully we can repeat the opening day fixture against Napoli, where we beat them 6-0. That would be nice. So we're going to get into the first game, like I said, against Spal. We will, if we win this, we will go back to the top of the table because Inter aren't playing. We do have an injury in the middle of the park as well, which is a little bit unfortunate. We're also missing quite a few players through injuries and suspensions. You can see Ruben Felipe suspended. De Rosario is currently injured. Why can't I find the player I'm looking for? There he is. We'll just flesh that bench out a little bit as well. So the lineup for today is going to be... it's going to be Maro in goal. Gazzotti comes in as the right fullback for today. Not really played as much as I would have liked and possibly he would have liked either, but he's going to get the nod today ahead of Robledo, who does actually have a slight injury. Caruso and Vintalesco as the two central defenders. We might actually swap Vintalesco out for Ponte. He's 36 years old now as Vintalesco. And then it's Minuccio as the left back. Juan Bafozzo pretty much an ever-present this season. Jose Luciano and Jaita as the two Segundo Volantes. And Putu starts on the right-hand side due to the injury to Rui Rosario. It's actually a virus I think he's got. Possibly. Something like that. Tisserand continues to impress on that left-hand side. He's now got 12 goals and 10 assists in his 23 appearances. And then it's Robert Olish with 21 goals to start up top. So we get the game underway and we're looking for our first win in 3 in all competitions. Of course, we did lose to Sassuolo and then the draw with Celtic. Well, that was highly disappointing, the draw with Celtic and the loss to Sassuolo, although they are actually 5th in the table. Spal are currently in 8th place, but we should win this game. Tisserand with the free kick goes for goal, forces the save from the goalkeeper, and it's gone behind for a Milan corner, which Tisserand himself is going to come across and take. Right-footed outswinger, should be towards that near post, and it is. Ponte gives it back to Tisserand, comes back to Jaita, deep cross though, overhit, but we do win it back with Jose Luciano. Ponte, Jaita again, comes back to Wamba Fozzo, and apparently nothing came of that one, but it's a goal kick here for Spal. Goalkeeper goes long, we should win it in the air, we do with Puto back there helping. Jose Luciano helps it onto Tisserand, back to Minuccio, Ponte, Wamba Fozzo to Jaita. He's got Puto on the right hand side, he's got to run outside of him, goes towards the left instead of Tisserand, who gets it back across. Goalkeeper forced it up onto the crossbar, and Olish with a really, really tight angle couldn't put it in the back of the net. And now Spal are coming forward, still inside the first 20 minutes here. They're looking to create something themselves. They've fed that one nicely over the top, but our two players sort of get in the way of each other, but they do manage to control it. And now the ball's at the feet of Ponte, finding Jose Luciano out wide to the left, and Minuccio. Now Tisserand cuts inside, good ball forward towards Oles, the league's top scorer, lofts it over the goalkeeper, not enough on it though. Defenders as well get back, but it's a poor clearance only as far as Puto, and we've managed to force it behind for a corner. Good defending there from the Spal defender to spot the danger and get back onto the line, but Tisserand to take the resulting corner again towards the edge of that 6-yard box, headed clear by the Spal defence again, and they do help it further on. We're knocking on the door here, guys. We are creating chances, we're just not putting any of them away yet, but hopefully this is the one. It's Minuccio on the left hand side, ball towards the back post, and Puto, who does head it in. The goalkeeper's gone for a one down. Seaman, Roger and Puto gives Milan the lead in the 21st minute with a good header, looping back over the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's made a mistake though. He's gone for a little bit of a wander really. If we keep an eye on him here, I don't know where he's going. He's just vacated his line, and he's made that easy for Puto just to nod it over him to give us the lead. Tisserand with the corner, half an hour on the clock. Again towards that near post. Again headed clear by the Spal defence though, but Jaita gets there first, gives it back to Tisserand, drives towards the area. Past one, checks back to Jose Luciano, who puts the ball in the back of the net for his 3rd of the season, and he gives Milan the 2-0 lead here at home to Spal. Right on the stroke of half time, we get another highlight. It's a Spal goal kick, which we do run in the air with Caruso. Finds Jaita with the ball forward towards Puto, who I don't think he knew the ball was there, to be honest. We've won it back though. It's off the heels of the Spal attacker. It's a good tackle by Sandri to get back to Jaita. Fusar Poli lifts the ball forward, but we win that in the air again with Ponte, and Jose Luciano finds Puto with a poor ball forward, and Barella heads it back to Cataldi in goal there for Spal. who again it goes long, but we should win it in the air again. We do with Ponte. It falls at the feet of Jose Luciano. It's a poor touch though, but he's done well to win it back. Driving forward, finds Jaite. Jaite goes left to Tisserand inside the area. Can he pull it back for a teammate? He can. It's Robert Olej with his 22nd of the season. And right on the stroke of half time, makes it Milan 3, Spal 0. So now moving into the second half, the 52nd minute, we're on the attack again. And the ball is inside the area. It's pulled across for Tisserand by Olej, I think it was. And Tisserand gets his 13th of the season to make it 4-0 to Milan. It's been quite a quiet second half. This is only the second highlight. Of course, we score from this position in the first highlights. Gazzotti gets the ball across. It's deflected up into the hands of Cataldi in goal for Spaldo, who've still not threatened us at all, guys. They've offered nothing going forward. And the goalkeeper's just given the ball straight back to us. It's Manuccio to pull it down out the air. Finds Jose Luciano. Back into Ponte. Into Wamba Fozzo. Wamba Fozzo with the ball out to the right-hand side, which Mputo again gives up on the run. Colombo finds Marchetti, who gives it away to Wamba Fozzo. Jose Luciano forward towards Tisserand. It's a good save by Cataldi in goal for Spal. Mputo's looked a little bit lazy chasing after some of these balls down the channel, let's put it that way. Tisserand to take the resulting corner though. Again towards that near post. Again headed clear by the Spal defence. And we do win it back. No, Gazzotti's committed the foul there. And we're into injury time at the end of the game. We're still looking to make it 5-0. Colombo does win that header though. And he gets the ball back from his teammate. Finds Van der Zijm, who lost the ball forward. We win it in the air again though through Manuccio. And he's there again for the second one. Finds Jaite on the right hand side. Comes back to Caruso. Caruso with time to pick out a pass. Finds Jaite. Now Gazzotti on the right hand side. Ball down the line towards Mputo, who does chase after this one. Gets the ball across towards Olez. It's deflected up into the hands of Cataldi though. We've been given a penalty. What for? No idea, guys. Absolutely no idea. It has been awarded as well. Olez was tripped by Oldham apparently when he went for that ball. Although it did look quite comfortable for the goalkeeper. I think it was just more of a, what I saw, just a coming together. But we've been given a penalty for it, and we've got the chance now to make it 5-0 to Milan. And Puto from the spot, and he does convert to make it 5-0. And that is the full-time whistle, guys. That is a very, very comfortable win. Spal had one shot, and it didn't hit the target. It's something of a statement intent to, obviously, our city rivals in Inter, though. A thumping of Spal. It's now in their court to see if they can win their game and return to the top of the table. And there's just confirmation, guys. We have returned to the top of the table with that victory. Of course, Inter do have that game in hand, though, but we have got a far superior goal difference. It's now 17 goals better off, which I think is the deciding factor in Italy. I could be entirely wrong, but I think when we were equal on points at one stage, we were on top. It might be results against, though, because we did beat Inter in the league as well. That's something I'll have to check up on. And yeah, just confirmation there it is, guys. It is results between teams, and obviously we did beat Inter earlier on in the season. Next game is against Napoli. Like I say, we do have a Champions League game in between though against RP Leipzig. Well, hopefully we can confirm qualification, because like I said, we have struggled in the Champions League this season. We currently find ourselves in 18th place. There is still a slim possibility that we could drop out of these playoff spots and not make it through to the next stage of the Champions League, which would be a little bit of a shock. So I'm going to go away now, take on RB Leipzig, and we'll come back, and we're off to the Diego Maradona Arena down in Naples. So I'll see you guys again in just a minute. Right, hello guys, welcome back. You can see that Inter did win their game in hand, so they returned to the top of the Serie A table by that single point. We did overcome RB Leipzig as well in the Champions League phase. We did get a 1-0 win, so we have qualified down in 16th place though, which is pretty poor for Milan. But we have made it through, which is the important thing. You can see our form in the Champions League has been it's been pretty shocking. If we're being truthful, Leipzig missed out though. Obviously, losing to us has guaranteed that they do miss out. But yeah, that's it's not great. Benfica are below us as well. So Bayern Munich and Inter. That's quite surprising, the Champions League this season. We've got a number of our former clubs up in the top half though, with PSG, Salzburg, Dortmund are in there, Lyon as well, all finishing above us. But we're here today to take on Napoli at the Diego Maradona Arena. Again, Inter don't play until the Sunday, where they're at home to Cagliari, who are down in 17th place. So you would expect Inter to win that one, but we do need to get the win here against Napoli to maintain the pressure that we've got on Inter at the minute. You can see that we were quite short of players. We can't even name a full bench, but the bench here in Italy is 15 players strong, so it's quite a large bench. But the lineup that we're going to have for today is going to be slightly rotated, obviously due to resting players. We've got Maro, Robledo, Caruso, Ponte, and Jose Luciano comes back in as the left back today. It's a position that he's actually very comfortable playing in, and he has played there for us a couple of times so far this season. He's once, if you can just about see that one above my head there, he's played there once and played a 7.9, picked up an assist, so he did okay. Midfield 3 is Jaita. Vintilescu moves into midfield, and then we've got Cardinali, who can play as a defensive midfielder as well. He's a club legend at 276 appearances for the club, formerly of Roma. He's played a few games for us this season and he's done very, very well, so he's going to get a game today. Wingers is going to be De Rosario. De Groot comes in on the left hand side for Tisserand. De Groot's absolutely fantastic player again. He's got lots of these blue attributes, which obviously indicates that he is a very, very good player as an inside forward. On attack, he again, I'm pretty sure we've already looked at him. The only thing that he really struggles with is his finishing. And then Mputo is going to get the nod up top today. The one thing I didn't realise, guys, is the video I was editing yesterday shows you how far ahead I am, stuff like that. It was the Champions League final when we were Benfica manager, and we faced off against Milan in that final, and the man who scored the goal against us was Simon Roger Mputo, and I just realised it last night when I was editing videos. So this is the man that nearly cost us our only Champions League title, but thankfully at Benfica we did manage to turn that around. So we're underway in a game that we absolutely have to win. Napoli are having a shocking season. I didn't realise how bad their season was. They've only made it 18 points and currently find themselves down in 14th place, but we do, like I say, absolutely have to win this game. We have to keep that pressure on Inter Milan. And this is the first opportunity. It's Jaita with the corner towards that near post, and Ponte. It's headed clear by the defender. LaRusso gives it straight back to Jaita. That was a poor clearance. Jaita inside the area has the effort. It's cleared by Almeida. De Rosario with the follow-up, and it's a fantastic second save by the goalkeeper. We've got that awful goal line technology camera there, but I think De Rosario was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But we have started off a better here. We are the much better team. 25 minutes on the clock. We just need to find the back of the net, and we make it to half-time without finding the back of the net. That's quite disappointing. We are dominating the game, as you would expect. We just need to put the ball in the net. Point is not really good enough at this stage of the season. And we're approaching the hour mark now, and it's still the same, but it's Napoli coming forward. The header cleared by Ponte, which Vintilescu does pick up, but his legs have gone, and it was a poor pass by Vintilescu. He's almost at retirement age in terms of a footballer. And it's Napoli coming forward again, but Ponte wins the header yet again. Jetta does well, takes the ball over halfway. He needs some support though. He runs into a bit of a blind alley. De Rosario does help him out, but the Napoli player is the one who comes away with the ball, and they're looking to play the way out of defence now, which it looks like they're doing. They just need an out ball. That's probably not it. No, it is it. They did get it. We didn't even challenge for it in the air. It's Caminati coming forward, finds Molina inside the area, and thankfully, from a Milan point of view, Molina has put it wide. We are going to make some changes because we're not playing great here. De Groot's having a poor game, so Tisserand's coming on. De Rosario is also actually playing really poorly, so we're actually going to put Mputo out on that right hand side. We're going to bring Olej on up top, and hopefully that's something enough to spark us into life. We've got half an hour remaining in this game. We do need to get a goal, and hopefully this is it. It's Jose Luciano with the throw and finds Ponte to Caruso. Caruso with room to run into, finds a Robledo on the right hand side. He's got Jaita. Now Mputo in his new position for this game, finds Vintilescu inside. Tisserand off the bench. Forward to Mputo again. Touch onto Olez, and what the nerve was that? He's just put his foot through it. I think he's cleared the stadium. Coming into the final 20 minutes, guys, and it is still 0-0, but they have given the ball straight back to us, and it's Olez with it. He finds Robledo on the right hand side. He's got Mputo ahead of him. Stays on side, gets the ball towards the penalty area. He's got nowhere to go though. Vintilescu feeds forward to Mputo. Simon Roger Mputo does put the ball in the back of the net for his 12th goal of the season, and we've made hard work against Napoli here in this game, but we have eventually taken the lead, and we're hopefully going to double it, and it's not going to be Napoli getting back into the game. It's Robledo on the right hand side, finds the goal scorer. Mputo needs an option, comes back to Caruso. Caruso finds Cardinali to the back right hand side, and Robledo again looking down the line towards Mputo, who's inside the area, pulls it across for Oles on his head, gets his 23rd of the season. I'm a tactical genius, guys. I'm a tactical genius. My changes there have made all the difference to the way that we're playing. Robledo on the right hand side with a throw, and we've still got 10 minutes of this game remaining. We can still go and get some more goals. It's Robledo down the line towards Mputo. It's a poor touch though, and the defender gets back, but it's a shocking clearance only as far as Cardinali, and Vintilescu from the edge of the area has the effort, which isn't too far away from the Romanian there, and we're straight from the goal kick from that effort. We should win the header. We do with Oles, the centre half, getting back there and winning that, and Mputo finds his defence, but Napoli have managed to pinch the ball off us. Mputo's got some defending to do now, and they're working it around nicely. They've chipped it over the top. Caruso's let it go, and Novakovic is in, but Maro is equal to the task and makes the save. It's a little bit of a poor effort from Novakovic there. Vintilescu with a little bit of space in the middle finds Tisserand looking for Oles. Probably could have kept hold of the ball a little bit longer there. Tisserand had some time, but LaRusso comes out with the ball for Napoli. Fouled by Jose Luciano, but surely it was a foul. We do manage to win the ball back though. It's Jose Luciano who's lost it to LaRusso, who's fouled him back. Driving towards the goal, goes to chip the goalkeeper, and he's hit the crossbar. What a finish that would have been from LaRusso there for Napoli. Final couple of minutes, and it is still 2-0 to Milan. But Napoli is still looking to threaten. Surely he's offside. It doesn't matter anyway because he's made an absolute meal of it. And Caruso covers across and picks the ball up, finds Robledo into the middle towards Vintilescu again with a little bit of time and space. Ball over the top towards Oles, who gets there, and he gets his 24th of the season. Did he stay onside though? Did he stay on? I think he was. I think he was onside. Yeah, he was. 3-0 to Milan. Robert Oles with his 24th of the season, and that is a victory confirmed. So we do move back to the top of Serie A with that win. Just the 2 points over Milan, which, like I say, they do play tomorrow at home to Cagliari. So I'm going to click forward quickly and see how they get on. Wow, well that's a turn up for the books. Into drop points. They 0-0 with Cagliari at the San Siro. That is a shocking result, but it's good for us because that means that we now stay at the top of the table. Yes, it's a single point. We still do have Inter to play, which hopefully we can beat them. We've beaten them twice this season already. Hopefully we can do it a third time. Well, that is going to wrap up for today though, guys. It's a good bit of news. We've had 2 good wins in this episode. We've also replaced Inter at the top of the table due to the fact that they've just dropped those points there. But guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, please remember to hit that thumbs up button for me. It does make a big difference to me, and I really, really appreciate it. But I will see you again in around about 9 games time when we're 30 games into the season, 3/4 of the way through, and we'll obviously have a review of how we're doing and take on a couple of games. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.